Good Monday morning, everyone. This is Mike Montefusco from the National Weather Service office in Wakefield, Virginia. This is our Monday weekly briefing. Just wanted to show you a little bit of our initial conditions as we start our briefing here on this Monday morning. And just wanted to show you just some showers that are moving across portions of the northern portions of the Commonwealth up into the Delmarva region. We have a fairly weak cold front, or actually warm front, that's kind of draped across this portion of the region. And north of that boundary, as you can see, we've got some showers that are moving across northern portions of the Mid-Atlantic and over to the Delmarva. Here locally across much of our area, generally dry conditions at this time across the Commonwealth. Some showers starting to move into far western portions into from West Virginia into the Blue Ridge. But as you go through the next 12 hours or so, you'll start to notice that front's going to start to make its way back south, and you're going to start to see some additional showers and perhaps even some thunderstorms start to fill back in later today and into especially this evening, across much of the Commonwealth and the majority of our forecast area into this evening. And as that front kind of moves its way back north late tonight and tomorrow, we're actually looking for additional showers and thunderstorms to develop as that front kind of meanders across our area. So just looking at that real quickly, you can kind of see as of this morning, we've got some showers. Here's our timestamp down here at the bottom. You can start to see this evening, 5, 6 o'clock this evening, on into the evening hours tonight. You can start to see those showers start to develop and move back in, certainly the western portions of the Commonwealth, back into here into central Virginia and to the Delmarva later this evening and into early Tuesday morning. So it's with that we get started with our morning briefing. And generally, again, you'll look at mainly cloudy conditions across much of our region through the mid portions of the week. Mild to warm conditions, certainly farther south, we're generally in the 70s to near 80 degrees, especially south of US 460. Across the southern portions of Virginia into southeastern Virginia, we're quite warm to begin the work week here. As that front kind of bounces around and meanders through the region, the far northern portions of the area will generally be rainier and a little bit cooler, with warmer and for the most part drier weather to the south. But even the southern portions of our area will get into those showers and thunderstorms as we get through the week. Now, a marginal risk for severe storms, as you'll see, exists over the forecast area through the midweek period. So chance for stronger showers and thunderstorms to develop each day, with the best chances on Wednesday, and we'll talk through that in just a moment. And as we get behind that front that pushes on through on Wednesday into Wednesday night, we are looking for clearing conditions for Thursday, Friday into the weekend, with much cooler weather following as well. On the marine side, we are looking for small craft conditions possible over the lower bay and the Currituck Sound, certainly tomorrow night on into Wednesday. Small craft conditions are likely all waters as we get into Wednesday night through Thursday and even into early on Friday morning. And as that front comes on through and just behind that front, we will have gusts to gale force possible Wednesday night and through the day on Thursday. So again, our weather pattern, that front's going to kind of meander through the region as we get through the next day to day and a half. Once we get the trailing system to move on through, we're actually going to start to have more widespread showers and thunderstorms across our area Wednesday into Wednesday evening. And then once that front moves on through, much cooler weather moves on in for late week on into the weekend, with much cooler conditions again expected across the region. Now, here is from our Storm Prediction Center outlooks through the midweek period. Again, with that front kind of bouncing across the area, that front will typically be the focus for additional shower and thunderstorm activity later today and this evening. There is the chance that we could have a couple of stronger storms with gusty winds and perhaps some large hail later this evening as that front kind of drops back into the area. As that front starts to move back northward, tomorrow we have an additional chance for showers and thunderstorms. You can have them over much of our region, but we are kind of focusing on the northern portions of our area. Again, as that front kind of moves back north, it's a warm front tomorrow into tomorrow evening. And then on Wednesday, the trailing cold front moves through, so a more widespread chance for showers and thunderstorms is there on Wednesday, and some of those storms could be strong to severe. Again, damaging winds and large hail, the main threats with those. Expected rainfall through the midweek period, again, more across the north with that front kind of meandering through the region, a little bit less as you go farther south where that front will spend less time. And then as you get into the end of the week, we do dry out as we get into especially Wednesday night and Thursday. So here's your precipitation forecast through midweek here on the left, and then through the Thursday, Sunday time period on the right. And again, periodic showers and storms moving through the region later today through midweek, turning cooler as we get into the late portions of the week. And this is the entire next 7-day period forecast rainfall. And again, more across the north, a little bit less to the south. High wind potential, again, getting a little bit breezy tomorrow into tomorrow night in our warm sector across the south. But our gusty south-southwesterly winds are expected to kick up as we get into Wednesday afternoon and night ahead of the cold front coming in. Behind that front, as it crosses on through, winds will turn around to the west-northwest Wednesday night and on into Thursday. And it will remain gusty even into the day on Friday. Here's your regional forecast summary. Don't want to belabor this too much, but certainly the early portions of the week are mild, especially across the south. A little bit cooler across the north, so our friends on the eastern shore of Maryland and up into northern Virginia certainly noting cooler conditions with that front. And then as we get into the late portions of the week, much cooler weather. There is the potential for some patchy frost or even a freeze in spots as we get into the weekend time frame, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Rain chance forecast certainly kind of heavy the first part of the week with respect to our POPs, our probability of precipitation. QPF-wise, once again, more across the north versus the south, but most of our area will be getting into those showers through the mid portion of the week here, and then drying out by late week. On the marine side, certainly you can see probability of some small craft gusts early on this afternoon and into this evening across the lower bay and on the open ocean. By the time you get into the week later this week, strong small craft, even possibly some potential for some gales in the lower bay and on the open ocean with that cold front moving on through. So certainly Wednesday night into the day on Thursday, kind of be on guard for our marine interests, be on guard for some low-end gale wind threat there. So here's your marine threat potential. Once again, breezy south-southwesterly winds tomorrow afternoon, some gusts to around 20 knots possible. Stronger winds coming in ahead of the front on Wednesday and then behind the front Wednesday night and Thursday. Here's your marine forecast summary. Again, winds turning more out of the southwesterly through the Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and then turning west-northwesterly behind the front for the late week period with much cooler air moving on in. And our wave height summary is there. Certainly some elevated winds coming in with our stronger wind during the Wednesday night time frame, remaining elevated through the Thursday and Friday period before gradually subsiding as we get into next weekend. Looking ahead to next week, once we get past this weekend, we start to move back into a pattern that is more favorable for above normal temperatures. As we get into next week, you see the 8th to the 14th is the focus of this outlook. And then near to below normal precipitation is favored across the region for next week. And here are our normals here on the right. Once again, our highlights for the week ahead, weather-wise: cloudy, mild to warm to begin this week, periodic showers, and occasionally even some scattered thunderstorms as well. A few of those storms could be strong to severe, especially tonight, and then once again tomorrow afternoon and evening. Focus is going to be more unorganized, kind of isolated to widely scattered over the next couple of days. A better chance for thunderstorms across the region on Wednesday with a trailing cold front, and then clearing out behind that front for Thursday through the weekend. On the marine side, small craft conditions are possible over the lower bay and the Sound on Wednesday. Small craft conditions likely all waters Wednesday night through Friday, and some gusts to gale force will be possible Wednesday night into Thursday. So that is our weekly outlook. Thank you, everybody, for dialing in and participating this morning. Hopefully that is helpful for you. Otherwise, have a great week, and we will talk to you again next week.